Welcome to Ragas. Some latest developments regarding the Varsity Cup, some new changes being proposed, some drastic changes. And the first one, I think, Carl, is the change that the maximum age allowed for player to play is being reduced from 25 to 23. Implications?
Yeah, the problem is you're excluding a lot of players that the players that was contracted at franchises whose junior contract is not renewed. So he's going to sit, he's going to have 1 year or at the most 2 years available to play. And with the change in the contracting system that we see, those guys will not be able to join the Varsity Cup at that late stage.
As well as your postgraduates.
Your postgraduates also, they won't be,
The usual age and experience in the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they're good players. And the other thing is players may not move from one university to the other.
Yeah, that's a good one. I personally like that, because what you found is you had your big universities like Tikkies and Marties and those guys
poaching,
stripping the smaller universities of their talent, because they have more money available, they win the competition and everything, so it was a more prestigious thing to go to a higher university or a better university for that matter. So yeah, so that'll force the guys, the scouts of the universities, to really do their job properly. Where the top universities at this stage, they just could have bought the next year. There was a 1 year layoff period currently that was instituted, I think, 2 years ago. So it used to be you're going to skip 1 year of Varsity Cup if you change universities. Now you're not allowed. I personally think it's a good thing.
Yeah, so players need to choose wisely and scouts need to scout wisely.
Yeah, and another thing is if you've got a deal contract between, let's call it the Bulls and Tucks, or the Lions and Wits, you must be very careful, because if you lose your contract, because you get money from both sides, so if you lose your contract at the union, you can't change to another university.
Yeah, and then scrapping of the young guns as an under-20 competition.
Yeah, that's a bit short-sighted. I mean, the whole competition is what's going to happen now. You're sitting with 4 age, under 23, under 22, under 21, under 20, and under 19, 5 age groups, and one competition. So what will happen? Those guys will they'll only fill up the gaps what they need with the under 19s. And so they will look at what under 23s goes out of the system, and that they will replace with under 19s. So personally, I see the contracts maximum 5 to 7 under 19s receiving contracts, where your bigger universities is giving away 20, 25 bursaries a year in order to attract the people. So what's left for the boys?
Yeah,
they can, if they don't get contracted at the union, if they don't get contracted at the university, they can either go play club rugby. If you stay in Pretoria, the Bulls club rugby is alive and well, great competitions, everybody is looking at them, that's fine. If you live in Gatsarand, where club rugby is not that, your rugby career is over, so what will you do? You will go overseas, because there's a lot of bursaries available for South African boys and everything. Personally, I see this will lead to a lot of boys leaving South Africa.
Yeah, so it's not aiding the development of our own players at all.
Yeah, it's a bit short-sighted. I mean, the Varsity Cup, according to me, had two purposes. The one is to win the Varsity Cup and all the hoo-ha that goes with it. The other one is the development of rugby players. I know they always say we've produced so many Springboks and so many Springboks, but the development that happens at under 20 level will simply disappear. It won't happen anymore.
Creating the gap. Anyway, let's see how this will pan out for, it's next year.
No, 2024.
2024. So there's still 1 year left under the old rules and regulations, but yeah, let's see what happens.
Yeah. It's going to be a nice life for the coaches of Varsity Cup, because they know who's going to stay behind next year.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Cheers.